Billboard broke a story that Meek Mill was no longer getting management from Jay-Z's Roc Nation. And clearly Meek did not like how the story was being received. I feel like Meek thought people were trying to say it was Meek against Jay-Z just because they're no longer doing contracted paperwork business together for Roc Nation and management over his career. He said his issues are not with Hov at all. He said, all I seen today was Meek and Roc part ways. I'm personally handling my own business so I can take risk and grow. He said Roc Nation and himself came to that agreement together. I have a label deal with Roc for my artists, and I got Reform Super Tie with them and many other investments with Jigga. He went on to say, and Roc Nation is my family. Don't mix my posts aimed at Atlantic mixed up with Roc or MMG. They ain't stopping nothing I'm doing. We made about 100 M together. Dez, Mike, and Hov saved my life before and put a lot of energy into it. I'm not behind on my favors in life with my people. I'm good. This wasn't a really good convo for MMG. I just wanted to add that in there because Ross put me in the game also. It was for the controlled media-based vibes. I've been signed to Atlantic and MMG since 2014. It used to be Warner. Only made 11 million on records out of like 100 million. I only could drop every 9 months, something a lawyer never explained to me, and they removed me from all festivals also. Luckily, I built my money and resources up. They would have starved me out. I'm going to make that $11 million on one project. It might be sponsored by a bank or one of my friends. Let's see what happens. I do want to keep in perspective when Meek says Jay, Dez, and company saved his life, he means that for real. Like, he literally was in prison, and it was Jay-Z along with some Roc Nation attorneys, other big entities that came together and helped Meek get his freedom, and Meek has been prospering ever since. You know, if I'm not mistaken, Meek got really tight with Jay around the time that he was dating Nicki and just never looked back. And Jay has been an instrumental part of the business that is Meek Mill. And I think at this point in the day, Meek would say me and Jay are more friends than we are people where I need to be signed contractually to this man. I'm sure when Meek needs to make the call to get to Jay or somebody around him for advice or some type of business opportunity, I'm sure Meek can make that call. He doesn't need to be technically signed to Roc Nation to use benefits that a Roc Nation artist can get. So obviously this label stuff gets very confusing. I want to be clear. Atlantic clearly is the biggest in the totem pole for Meek's career, but then second would be for sure Roc Nation from Imported, and then third would be MMG, which I say MMG is more of just management and a cosign. Ross helped bring Meek into the game. I feel like Meek ain't never said this, but I feel like at this point in the game, when Meek got with Roc Nation, it just was on a different level. All due respect to Ross, a legend, to me at least, Jay-Z's just different. So I feel like Meek has now been in a game where when people think rappers, they think Meek Mill just as much as they think Ross in a lot of conversations. So I feel like he's blossomed to be as big as the guy he was originally signed to for management with MMG. And then he probably is really tight friends with Jay-Z, the guy that he was signed to for management as well through Roc Nation. And then Atlantic is the people that he clearly does not have a lot of love for at this point in the game. He said he only touched 11 million out of 100 million that he would have potentially made for Atlantic. Obviously, those are big boy problems. I got a lot of other problems on my hands, like rent next month. They talking about millions on the table there. So best of luck to Meek in his situation. He said he's been kicked off festivals. I would like to know a little bit more about that. Why would Atlantic Records not want Meek Mill to do festivals? I'm really not 100% sure. I would love him to break that down more in an interview or something like that. But just for clarity, Meek Mill no longer with the Roc. I guess contractually, I'm sure we'll still see Roc Nation and Meek Mill partner things. As a matter of fact, Meek Mill made it a point of emphasis to show some of the reform work that him alongside Roc Nation have recently accomplished. As a matter of fact, they just worked with the governor in Florida, Ron DeSantis, to do something great to help a lot of people that are arrested in Florida. So, I mean, hey, that is great work. Meek is going to continue to work with Roc Nation. He just ain't contractually signed to them anymore. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this one. Meek Mill no longer with the Roc. Thank y'all so much. Time, love, support. I don't take it for granted. Salute. I'm out.